Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Sega Man back here with another game talk with Sega Man. Yes, it's a little after 4 o'clock p.m. I was gonna try to go live around 3 because I'm trying to get my Hawaiian brother on here, Sega Forever. So we're gonna try to get him in here later on in the show. Me and Hebot. I sent Hebot the link. He'll be joining us shortly. Some very really great news came out. Very great, fantastic news came out for the true Xbox community, man. You know what I'm saying? Very, very good news. You know what I mean? A great acquisition that happened earlier in the week. Man, everybody is like hyped and happy and talking about it, man. Got a big, huge company, gaming company that has joined us, the gaming family. You know what I'm saying? The Xbox gaming family. We're going to have a lot of exclusives that will not be on any other console, rightfully so. We're going to be getting into it, man. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I get my brother Hebot back in here, I'm going to send him another link because he's out and about right now. So you might experience some noise and stuff. He's out driving, he's doing things, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to send him another link and get our brother Hebot in here right now. Let's see. Get him in here. I send him another link, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great weekend, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, very happy over here. You know what I mean? Very happy over here on the Xbox side. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody that rocks out with your boy Sega Man. Rocks out with the Exile podcast. Come and join us at 7 p.m. Sunday nights. Remember to turn them clocks ahead before you go to sleep, man. Turn them clocks ahead, man. You're gonna lose that hour of sleep, man. Oh well. You know what I mean? It's always great to turn them clocks back during the holidays, but yeah, gotta turn them forward now. Hope everybody's enjoying gaming, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been playing a lot of games lately. You know what I'm saying? I've been playing some old school back and pack games actually. You know what I'm saying? I've been playing let me see, what have I been playing back and pat? I was playing the Sonic racing game back and pat for the 360. Been playing that. You know what I'm saying? Uh, some King of Fighters. You know, some great back and pat games. Actually, the back and pat King of Fighters that came to us free with games with gold. I think about a month ago. You know what I'm saying? If you were to go buy that right now, that version of King of Fighters, it's like over $50, man. It's like 60, $70. It's one of the best ones that actually came out. You know what I'm saying, for the Xbox 360. You know, but yeah, I want to thank everybody for supporting your boy Sega Man, chopping it up with me on Game Talk with Sega Man. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody that rocks out with me. Shouts out to the chat. You know what I mean? We have a good time in here. Shouts out to my Exile brothers, Unlimited One Productions, E Rock, Tuckmaster, Hebot. You know what I'm saying? Big shouts out to them. You know, but yeah, man, I just been enjoying a lot of games. I went out today. I actually picked up some games. I'll probably do a later video on that. You know what I mean? But we're going to be talking about the Bethesda thing. The Bethesda thing. We're going to be talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Welcome Bethesda to the Xbox family. You know what I'm saying? Really great news that came out, man. You know what I'm saying? We're real happy over here. We're eating good over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got Doom, Wolfenstein, Prey, Rage. That's just to name some. You know what I'm saying? All Elder Scrolls, this Fallout 76. So many great games over here, man. You know what I mean? And you got people out there that are a little butt hurt. They're a little ass hurt. You know what I mean? Oh, they, uh, They ain't gonna all be exclusive and all that. There'll be some games that they gotta, you know, that already had contracts out there to be on other platforms. They gotta honor that. But then after that, I don't know. You know what I mean? Definitely, I think they're not gonna get like Doom or anything like that or Wolfenstein. You know what I mean? I think those are gonna stay just exclusive to Xbox and PC. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, we're gonna have a good show today. You know, uh, we're gonna be waiting on Hebot to come in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, everybody did videos on it. 100. You know what I'm saying? He did a great video on it. Go check his channel out. You know what I'm saying? Xbox got no games tonight. 11:30. Go check them brothers out over there. You know what I'm saying? But he did a great video on it too. You know what I mean? And you get all these people out here making all these videos, man, and making up all kind of stuff now because Bethesda, anything that Xbox does, I feel like a broken record. Anything Xbox does, man, they gotta try to find something to damage control about, or their ass hurt because of this. You know what I mean? And I'll be honest with you, I don't really understand why. All you got to do is buy Xbox or use your phone, PC. You can get that Game Pass, and you can play our games. Because I'm proud to say now that there are games because they're in the Exile, they're in the Xbox family. You know what I'm saying? There are games now. You know what I mean? And hey, unfortunately, you know, you ain't gonna be able to play it on that PlayStation or Nintendo Switch. You know what I mean? So, you know, buy Xbox or use that PC laptop, or a PC or whatever, your phone, cloud gaming. That's the way of the future right now, baby. Cloud gaming. Xbox is like, and Microsoft they're in it to win. They're on their game, and it ain't doing nothing but getting better every time. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, there's gonna be more stuff to come too. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing there's gonna be some more news coming out later. Lewis L, what's up, my brother? Lewis L in the house. You know what I'm saying? My boy Lewis always be rocking out with us, man. Me 100, the Exile podcast. You know what I'm saying? Uh, big shots out, much respect to Lewis L. What's up, man? I'm just chilling. I'm waiting for my brother to come in. He bought. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get our brother Sega Forever in. Glad you can make it, man. Glad you can make it. Appreciate it. My boy Lewis L. You know what I'm saying? Lewis L in the building. That's a good brother right there. He be supporting, bruh. Straight up. He be supporting, man. You know what I mean? We're so glad that Lewis L, he supports the little Xbox YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? He be supporting us, man. We're thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? Got the big guys out there that won't support us. You know what I mean? Yeah, but hey, you know, we're just gonna be waiting on Hebot and them. You know what I'm saying? We'll try to get Tuckmaster in here too. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I hope you guys really enjoy the show. Hopefully we get Sega Forever in here. He's from Hawaii, our brother. You know what I mean? Very, very knowledgeable in gaming. You know what I mean? Got my man Unlimited One Productions that just joined us. What's up, brother? I was trying to do it a little earlier, man, but we're trying to get Sega Forever in here today in the podcast, Unlimited. He's from Hawaii. His time difference is a lot different than ours. So we're trying to get him in here too. You know what I mean? And get his perspective on things that been going on, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's a good time for us. You know what I'm saying? Welcome home, welcome Bethesda home to the Xbox family. You know what I'm saying? We're doing big things over here, man. Straight up. You know what I mean? I can't wait to see like brand spanking new games from Bethesda, and they're just gonna be exclusive to us, man. I cannot wait, man. You know what I mean? Every game right now, brothers, that's in Game Pass, I own them all. Every last game. No, I'll correct that. I didn't buy Fallout 76. All the Wolfensteins, the Preys, the Dooms, all those games. I own all those games, man. You know what I mean? But it's good that they're in Game Pass right now. You know what I'm saying? That's a big chunk of games that went into Game Pass, man. Game Pass just keeps getting better and better and better. You know what I mean? Man, we're just we're eating good over here. You know what I'm saying? We're eating good over here. You know, I'm gonna try to get Tuck Master in here. See what's up with him. Get him in here. Yeah, man. Let me see if I can get Tuck Master in here. We'll have Hebot and them join us soon. Would you say unlimited? You don't you think I don't own the older Doom games yet? Well, you know what, Unlimited? A lot of those older Doom games that are on Xbox right now, there were times where you could buy those old ones for like $2 a piece. You know, like the old ones you used to play on like the 32X and you know, and they actually made one for the Super Nintendo, believe it or not. You know what I mean? And the Atari Jaguar. I actually own the one on the Atari Jaguar, and I own Doom on the Sega Saturn and on the 32X and the Atari Jaguar. Yeah, Atari Jaguar. And I think I used to own the one on the 64. I think the 64 had it. But those ones that you can get those, man, you could play them on Game Pass, of course. But if you wanted to actually own them digitally, my brother, I think those are cheap as hell. Like $4, $5 right now. But you know what? They're actually worth buying because those are some good ass old school Doom. Old school Doom is still good today. I even still like you could buy Doom 64 right now in the Xbox store too. We're playing on Game Pass, but they redid it. The graphics are crisp and clear. It totally looks better than the Nintendo 64 version. It's like remastered in 4K, I believe, and it looks good. I actually got it free when I got the physical copy of Doom Eternal. They gave me a code back then when Doom Eternal came out, and I got that game for free. But now you can play it on Game Pass. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to get my boy Tuck in here, see what's up with him. You know, let's get Tuck in here real quick. He keeps sending me messages, you know, on my phone. So I'm gonna get him in here real quick. Let's see. Oh man, I gotta find Tuck on here, man. Now I got Hebot calling me. Hey man, he be going crazy on here, man. He's trying to call me. He's trying to call me on Facebook, and I'm trying to get him in here. You know what I mean? He Tuck be buck wilding out there, man. Out here in these gaming streets, man. You know what I mean? He be buck wild. There he is. Let me get him in here. You know what I'm saying? Let's get Tuck Master in here. I'm gonna send him an invite. You know, I sent Hebot one. He might be on. You know, but yeah, let me get him in here. Doom Eternal was. Let's see what my boy Lewis wrote here. Lewis L. Doom Eternal was game. Doom Eternal was game last year. I own all of the Dooms. Yeah, you know what, man? Man, the Dooms, they're great games. I mean, when they come out, I beat them. Like I beat Doom Eternal, but I still need to beat that. I bought that DLC. Now, I think I'm halfway through it, but those games are punishing. Doom is punishing. If you even play them shits on easy, there's people that's played on easy. I think it's called he has him with a pacifier in his mouth, baby me or whatever it's called. What up, Mr. Kima? Happy Saturday, my brother. Thanks for joining us. Mr. Kima in the building. You know what I'm saying? What's up? What's up? But yeah, man, even on easy, those games are punishing sometimes, dude. For real. Yeah, DLC is nuts, dude. I didn't even get through that shit yet. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Lewis, brother. I'm still playing it though. I need to go back to it. I think after I do the podcast, game talk with me. I think I'm gonna go back to that, man. I think I'm gonna go back to that, man. I've been distracted. There's so many other games that have been coming out. I put it down, but I need to pick that back up and beat that DLC. You know what I'm saying? But that is nuts, and it looks good too. That's the thing about it. It looks real good. The DLC for Doom Eternal looks really good. This is what I'm saying. Like you brothers, some of you brothers like Unlimited One Production, you know, he got the Series X. Now your boy, you know, your boy's still working on getting one soon. You know what I'm saying? When soon. But I can imagine looking at that too on a Series X, baby. In all its entirety. Look at Tuckmaster, man. I got Tuckmaster backstage, man. He got his camera on. He's trying to show his Xbox hat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get him in here real quick. Let me send Hebot one more invite. You see if I can get him on. I'm gonna get my boy Tuck in here in a minute. So let me you know what? He actually did a video. I'll have him talk about it. He actually did a video, man. Tuck actually did a video, man. He don't really do videos, but he actually did a video, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me I'm gonna send Hebot one more time. You know, something happened, I think, with his phone or something, but I'm gonna send him one more invite, man. Yeah, I mean, he should have got that. So, you know. Like I said, he's busy, but you know, I sent him on another one. So let's get Tuck in here. All right. Big Tuck.
See, this just show you right now, Sega Man. This is what it's all about, baby. This is what it's all about.
I like that hat, man.
It's all about the green hat. I want to show you something. You're not the only one that you're not the only one that bleeds green, damn it.
I see that hat, man. It's nice, man.
Just to let you know what that's all about. Now,
it's a nice hat.
now you asking me. Now these motherfuckers then brought me out of retirement, okay?
I know.
They done bought my ass out of retirement, and I'm gonna let them know.
Video. I seen your video.
they done brought my ass out of retirement, man. They just didn't. They don't know how to act. They don't give a damn. They don't know how to act. So they just brought my ass out of retirement, and that's it.
Yep. Hey, so what do you think? What you think, Tuck? Let's get your opinion on it, man. What you think about all the damage controlling, man, about Bethesda coming to us and our games being exclusive, but they out there crying and saying not every game, or they want Game Pass now, man. What you think about that, man?
Well, for number one, tell them to get their own. That's number one. Okay. For number two, Sony put them kiss my ass. Okay. For number three, I just don't care about Sony at all. I mean, I'm hearing all this relic. They saying, well, you know, it would be better if it came to the Game Pass came to Sony. Big damn deal. Get your damn prune face, Jim Ryan, to get you a Game Pass, and that's it. Hey, y'all had your chance. You know, y'all looking at everything what y'all did back in the 80s. I mean, back in the 90s and the 2000 to like Sega of America. You know, y'all seeing everything that y'all did to Sega. So now all the shit is coming back to hit y'all in the ass. And I'm hoping that it keep on hitting you real hard. Just to let you know what I'm thinking about, because hey, what goes around comes around. Sony, ponies, and all them fake ass frauds.
Yeah.
That's all it is to. Yeah, man.
Hey, you know what, Tuck? Yeah, man, after that happened, bruh, they you know, all these people went out making videos and everything, man. They heard about it. But yet, remember back in the day, they used to, you know, when I made that video, Welfare Pass, they said, Nobody wants to
Yeah.
play old school games. Nobody wants to play backwards compatibility games.
Yeah.
That shit's
Hell
old. But now
yeah.
they want Game Pass. And I said in my video, well, there's old games in that Game Pass now. So why would you want it? You said people don't play old games. Why you want Game Pass? You know what I
Well,
mean?
you know what? You know what, Sega Man? Listen here. For number one, you know what? We're gonna get back to the Sony ponies. But you know what? Let me tell you right now, bro. I'm gonna give you all the credit in the world on that last video. You went gangster on their ass all damn day yesterday.
Yeah, I
I'm
had to
like,
clown them.
damn.
I had to clown them, man. You
And
know?
then that's what made me. I mean, I made a video yesterday,
I seen it.
but it wasn't cleaned up like it was today.
It don't matter. I seen it.
You see the one I made today?
No, I'm gonna watch that when we done. But I seen the one you did yesterday. I watched the new one today. I watched your other
Right.
video yesterday. I was like, damn, Tuck made a video.
I wasn't
Damn.
clean on that one. I wasn't clean
man.
on that one.
I was
I
shocked.
was more cleaner on this one though.
I was shocked, man. I was like, damn. You know?
They done brought me out of retirement, man. I'm coming out of retirement on their ass because it's time for true gamers like us to put the fakery with the fake broadcast people and all that shit
Yeah.
to come out and be for real and put these damn fakeries out of business. Because now you seeing what's happening. They still don't believe it. They don't want to believe it, but it's there. I mean, I got every damn Bethesda game on my system now. I mean, I might not play all of them. You know what? I might not play all of them, but I got them.
Yeah.
I got them in something that Sonny would never get.
That's right.
Shit.
Hey,
like
man.
I said,
Shout out to Graphic God. What's up, brother? Thank you for coming, man. You guys need any good gamer picks? You need to check out my man, the Graphic God. Retro Renegades on the on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And you can check him out if you want a gamer pick done on Twitter at Graphic God. You know what I'm saying? He does great work, guys. Has different prices. That'll suit your needs, and he makes good gamer picks like you see mine right here, Sega Man. So thanks for coming, Graphic God. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate you, my good brother from Canada.
That's right, Graphic
Thanks
God.
for joining us.
You cool as hell with us.
Yep. You know what? Graphic God, man, he been out here in these gaming streets for a long time, man.
I know he been that long.
Oh yeah, he been out here for a long time. He does our banner for the Exile podcast. Our intro.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Graphic God did. That's a good intro, man. That's another.
That's good.
You ever start a podcast? Anybody that needs intros or gamer picks? Your boy to go to is the Graphic God. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Great stuff. Okay. Good price too. He'll work with you too. He'll help you, get it up and everything. He'll run it through with you, how to get it up on your Facebook, your YouTube, your Twitter, whatever.
Right.
So that's cool. You know what I mean? He does great work.
That is cool. That's I think I'm gonna
have him. I think I'm gonna have him later on. Tuck, I think I'm gonna have Graphic do me another one for Game Talk. I have this one, but I think I'm gonna have Graphic God do me another one. I'm gonna get with Graphic God here in probably next week, just see if I can talk to him. But I'm thinking about just getting one more gamer pick, man, because he really does a good job on that too. You know what you can do too, man? You can go to Redbubble, right? Let's say he did a picture of you, Tuck, like a gamer pick.
Right.
You can get it on a coffee mug. You can get it on a T-shirt. All that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you can?
Yeah. 100 did that. 100 got shirts with his gamer pick on it. You can get like coffee mugs, all that shit. And I think some of that goes to him too. You know what I mean? To help him out. You know what I'm saying? Because he just does really good work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. And you talk to him, he'll work with you. He's a good dude. He's a good brother.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool. Man. That's real cool.
But yeah, man. All those games in Game Pass now, Tuck, that dropped in there from Bethesda. Have you played any of those games, or do you own any of those?
Doom Eternal. I done played it, man, dude. That game is incredible.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god, that game is incredible. I mean, I usually don't like Doom games because you're like too fast for me. But I like the single player game. The single player aspect of the game is fun. I haven't do I don't even know. I'm not really sure if they have an online element. I know they do, but I don't play the online for Doom. That's just too damn fast. So, but it is a fun game, man. It's fun.
They got that other game that's good too. You have to try and tuck if you didn't. Prey. Prey's good.
Prey's good. I haven't tried that one yet. Is it really good?
That's a good. It's a good sci-fi shooter, Tuck. I think you dig that game. And then what's it called? Rage and Wolfenstein. You played the Wolfensteins, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I didn't play that last one. I haven't played I never did play the first one.
No, you didn't play the first one?
I never did play the first, but I played the Wolfenstein Colossus.
Yeah.
I think that's the name of it. I played that one and I finished that one, but I didn't play the one before that one. I need to go back and play that one.
Well,
because I might, yeah.
Graphic God is saying in the chat that if you got to load up Skyrim again, he said the experience is no load times. He said it's amazing. I guess with the Series X, if you were to load up Skyrim, he said there's no load time, man. That's crazy.
No load time at all?
He's saying here, no load time.
I might try that then.
Yeah,
man,
that's a great Skyrim good game.
Is it improved? Is it improved like the PC?
I think it is. I think it is.
Okay, I might try that. Might try that because I know a lot of people played Skyrim.
Yeah,
a whole lot of people play Skyrim, and I know that's one game that Sony wants real bad on their on the new system, but they ain't gonna get it unless they go ahead and get a Game Pass or they get an Xbox Series X.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
Graphic God said yes, it is enhanced. It is, man. Yep, it is. Skyrim. Yeah, you might have to load that up. I mean, like he said the load times are crazy. So it's probably like barely no load time. I'm taking what he's saying. You know what I mean?
And look what Lewis is saying. Lewis saying I'm playing Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
And the load times are super quick now too.
That's a great game, bro. Shit. I never finished that game. I played it, but I just never finished it, man. You know what, man? Hey, Lewis, I'm working on it, brother. I really am. You know what I'm gonna tell the chat a story with my brother Tuck here. Every morning, guys, this is what I do. Every morning before I go to work, I always check Best Buy because I have a Best Buy deal, right? And every time I go on in the morning, it says that they have the Series S in stock all the time, but it's never the Series X. It's always the S. Like if I was to go on right now with Tuck on here and look in my computer, you'll see that they have the Series S in stock, and you could put that in your shopping cart. But they never have the Series X, but they have the Series S in stock. So I guess they have more of the Series S in stock right now because that the Series X is in high demand. I mean, those systems are ghost. You can't really find them anywhere. So I'm trying. I do it every morning, every week, just to see.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we'll see, Tuck. I'm still working on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing they're saying that those shits might not be in stock till June, man.
Well, I mean, if it is, if it is, it might just be that way. I mean, I'm serious.
I don't, hey Tuck, I can wait, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm still playing my Xbox One X, but I can wait. You know what I'm saying, till June. If I can get one in June, that'd be cool. You know what I mean? I mean, I would like to have one before the holiday. Before the next holiday, hopefully. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, it'd be there before the holiday. But I tell you right now, it all depends on how all this stuff goes now, because some of these damn states went buck wild and letting everything open up again and all that stuff. So, and I'm hoping that these people really realize where they protection. I hope they do, but if they don't, we'll find out. We'll find out. So, I'm just hoping that they don't get buck wild like it was last year. Don't need that no more.
Yeah, I talked to the dude because I got another TV, so I talked to the dude out at Best Buy. He brings it out to the truck, right? He brought the TV out. I said, "Hey, man, when you getting them Series X's in again?" He's like, "Oh, far as the store," he's like, "I honestly can't tell you." He's like, I don't know when they're getting them back where you can actually come in the store and buy. So you just have to keep checking on the computer and putting it in your cart. But he said that they had Series X's in the store right now, Tuck, but
Right.
they're waiting for people to pick them up. They're already purchased. He said they're in the store, but they're already accounted for. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about the X or the S's?
X. The Series X, they have them in the store, but they're already accounted for. They're waiting for people to pick them up. That's
How
what he
long
was
does it
telling
go?
me. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, they can't, sit there and call you and say, "Hey, this certain customer never picked it up, so come and get it." They don't do stuff like that. But they said they had some in there, but they were waiting for customers to come and pick their order up. You know what I mean?
Well, I know one thing. I don't think they can hold. They can't hold the game for more than no. They can't hold the system for no more than 24 hours. So,
yeah,
you might want to try that.
Yeah, we
'Cause
got
I do know that.
What's up, Hebot in the building?
Hey, what's going on, man?
There go Hebaticus.
Hebaticus in the building.
What's going on, guys? Hey, listen, I'm
What's up,
trying
man?
to send the link. I'm trying to send the link to Sega Forever. So give me a second, all right?
Take your time, Hebot.
Hey, Hebot, you talked to E-Rock?
Yeah, we'll talk about that after the show.
We'll talk about that after the show. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay, that's good. Okay, that's cool.
Well, while we got our brother Hebot trying to get Sega Forever in, he's our special guest tonight. Tuck, good brother, good Hawaiian brother. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of gaming knowledge. We're gonna get everybody's, opinions and on the topics tonight, especially with the Bethesda thing. That's a big elephant in the room. So we're gonna really be talking about that tonight. And then some other things today. You know what I'm saying? And get the chat's opinions and what they think about the Microsoft inquiring Bethesda now that it's legit. That they're in the Xbox family. I know a lot of true Xbox fans out there are happy as hell, especially if they have Game Pass. You know what I mean?
Oh
That's
yeah,
like
they are.
What's that, like a kid in a candy store? You see all those games
heck yeah.
dropped in there? You see all those dropped in there? Damn.
Hey, but Sega Man, I do agree with you on one doggone thing. I don't know why they so bent out of shape about what's going on, because Xbox is doing it. I mean, if you think about it, they saving gaming.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to go up there and buy a $70 game no damn more unless you want to. You don't have to.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, y'all. I mean, they making, they helping the industry out. Like I said in my last video today, I said, don't forget, y'all, that the gaming industry was looking bad at the beginning of this last generation, not this new generation. I mean, not the generation that we in now, but the last generation. It was looking real bad.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, there were so many doggone development companies that folded. It was pitiful. I mean, and it's all because of people not buying games. Shit, hell, people can't go out there and buy $60 games every doggone time. And
Especially
I'm loving
today,
what Microsoft is doing.
Especially today, Tuck, with the Cult 45 disease and everything going around. They can't, man. I mean, that's why Game Pass is like the best thing right now. It really is.
Yeah.
I'm saying you pay like $10, you know what I'm saying, for to get started. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's the best thing right now. It really is. All those games.
Right.
There's so many. You can play the Yakuzas. You can play all the Bethesda games now. You know what I'm saying? The 360 games all are exclusives. Day one. Forza, Halo, Gears. That's a lot of games.
Yeah. It's a whole lot of games.
The games, man.
I mean, plus, you look at the damn exclusivities. You talking about the exclusive games that they got. Darn, I mean, that's the reason I'm just telling. I don't understand these damn Sunday ponies. Yeah, I'd rather go out there and spend $70 on a damn Spider-Man game that is half-ass broken. It's not all the way. It's not an all the way done game. But y'all gonna go over there and spend $70 on a damn game that's not even worth it. I mean, so if y'all gonna want to go over there and spend $70 on a damn game for all your damn exclusive, fine, be it. So what? But on the other hand, if you come to the PS, I mean, if you come to the Xbox side, you can all the exclusives or damn near free. I mean, it's not free, but it is free because you don't have to pay no $69. You don't have to pay no $59 for the damn game.
Nope.
So I mean,
What's up, brothers? I'm back, okay?
What's up?
I sent them the link, okay? I don't know how fast he can come in, and I know he said he was waiting. I said, yeah, he came on already a little bit. He's been on for like half hour, but I was handling some business real quick, so I couldn't come on. So I'm sorry I'm late, but I sent him the link. Okay, I'm just letting you know.
Hey, say you man, the He-Bot.
Yes.
Just think about it. They put NBA 2K on the Game Pass. Okay, they didn't put the new enhanced version on the Game Pass. You can buy it, but you can buy that for $55 now on the Game Pass if you want to. So you
Which one?
Spend $69 for the game no more. I mean, right now.
Which one,
the free version? Huh?
Which one? Which version?
The new enhanced version. The new enhanced version of NBA 2K 21 is $55 instead of $69.
And that's the one you can play on Game Pass?
But the one that you can play on Game Pass, it's the regular one. It's the regular one that you can play on the Game Pass.
Oh, so they don't even give you the enhanced version?
Not the enhanced version. No. But the thing about it is, you can buy that game, but you can buy that game right now for $55 right now.
Right.
And that's cool. That's better than that's better than anything from $69 to buy a damn game.
Right.
If you don't want to buy that game, you still got the free version. If you still can play the regular version, and it's just as good. Just as good.
Right.
I mean, you got Madden now on the Game Pass now.
So, all right, brothers, we're gonna get Sega Forever. He's gonna be joining us, man. I'm adding him to the stream, man. So let's get our brother.
No, leave him out. Leave him out.
No,
No, we don't need him. We don't need him at all.
Sega Forever. What's up, brother?
Don't let him in. Don't let that bum in. No, get him out.
Shut the door. Do not let him in. Shut it off.
Hey, man, thanks for joining us, man. I appreciate you coming on Game Talk with us. Everybody, this is Sega Forever. This is our brother.
Ex-Bodian brother from Hawaii.
Ex-Bodian brother from Hawaii, man.
Ex-Bodian brother from Hawaii.
You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of gaming knowledge, man. He's going to be, chopping it up with today. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Thanks for coming, man. We really appreciate it, brother. Yep.
Can you hear us, man?
Sega Forever can hear us. You can hear us, Sega?
Sega Forever, can you hear us?
Yeah, he can hear us.
Yeah.
Sega Forever.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Are you trying to put his symbol up, I guess?
He's trying to put his symbol up, I guess. He's probably getting it.
That's
Let us know how you feel, Sega Forever.
Okay.
You trying to get it.
Can you hear now? Or?
Yeah. No, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you guys fine.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, that's cool. Are you echoing?
He probably has a delay. That's what it is.
Oh.
Yeah, I think. I have a delay.
So when we speak, he's hearing it like 8 days later. 8 days later.
Well, He-Bot,
Yes.
Let's get into this topic, man. Let's get into the big kahuna, the big elephant in the room, brother. And we're gonna go around and ask Tuck and Sega Forever. So we have Bethesda now. That's joined the Xbox family. There's a lot of gamers out here. Gamers out here that are asshurt about that. So what's your opinion on it? What do you think about that, man?
I mean, I think it's a beautiful thing for obviously for the gaming industry, for the gamers in general. You know, whether other people that are still accustomed to the relic ways of, let's say Nintendo or Sony, right? That they're not adapted, they're not used to having changes and differences and of this type of nature or approach. I can understand why they're not happy, or they're not, they're not all for it, so to speak, because they don't understand, right? They don't get it. They're not there. They don't understand that this is they don't understand that this is where the gaming industry is going, in the direction. And it's been going into this direction for a long time, where a lot of companies have to purchase other companies and developers because they have to help each other. They have to unify. They have to unite in order to stay relevant in the industry, because it's not the same way it was before. People can't just survive and sustain on their own anymore. Especially that the cost of these games are becoming so much more expensive, in the millions and millions of dollars, and then the return is not the same, right? The return for a lot of times is it's diminished, right? It's not really well or good enough to keep banking on making bigger AAAs all the time, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make more AAAs, but that they get profits and that they benefit by making things more attractive with the unification, with the partnerships, with the Game Pass model and structure, the idea behind it. And it's a good thing, especially for Xbox gamers, obviously, and PC gamers, because of course, Game Pass is accessible and available for them as well. And it's just a thing that other companies like Nintendo and Sony are going to have to try to somehow adapt and figure out, because Nintendo's not going to be able to survive every generation with just making a Mario and a Zelda game that sells 20 million copies and that's it. They're not, and if they're going to try to do it that way and stay that way, then I don't think they're going to be able to keep making more consoles going forward, and keep on staying relevant in the space, in the gaming space. Because although their games are beloved and respected, right, you can't just sustain a generation for 7 years of a console's life cycle with just 1 or 2 Mario games or a Zelda game that sells in the millions, right, or a Pokemon game, and that's it. I mean, that just doesn't really make a lot of sense, and I think that's why they're trying to do a mid-gen upgrade, so that they can start putting more of the bigger AAA titles like Valhalla, or like the Star Wars Battlefronts, for example, on their console as well, that it could keep up with the power, obviously, of the newer consoles that are being offered now by Microsoft and Sony, right? So it's just a sign of the time. I think it's great. I think it's hysterical, because most of these dudes said that Game Pass was the welfare pass, that it wasn't worth anything, that it was for people on welfare, and that it's just going to kill gaming and kill.
Keep going, man.
And that is going to kill. And that is going to kill. That is going to kill. The developers and the industry. And now we come to see that it absolutely is working out in complete opposite. With with the success of Game Pass. Going 18 million strong right now as we speak. And I think it's just going to get bigger. The more content they put in with these developers like Bethesda now, and EA, and obviously the other beautiful, talented teams they have, like Ninja Theory and Turn 10 and playground games, they're just going to keep adding more content. It's just going to have more value. So it's just going to get more, successful, right? It's going to become bigger and bigger as time goes along, because it's not taken away. It's just an option for the gamers. You can buy in and you can just rent. You can try before you buy. All that mentality and structure is behind the whole idea of Game Pass, and really, quite frankly, it's the reason why it works, because it's such a good option and so much flexibility for us, the gamers. So I think it's just funny because now they're like, oh, put Game Pass on PlayStation and it'll make PlayStation consoles the most attractive, and that's pretty stupid because right now the only company that's actually relevant and that looks the most attractive is Xbox. Microsoft don't need Sony to survive. They got money. It's the other way around. Sony's the one that's not really doing well with money. They're the ones that if they actually put PSN now on Xbox, will work in their favor, because then people will buy their games and their service on Xbox as well. So it's just funny to me that it was considered dog doo-doo, and now it's like, oh yeah, it's great. You know what I'm saying? So, I just think it's funny. That's how I think about it. So, you there, Segaman, or you left?
I'm here.
Oh, so yeah.
Did he leave?
No, I think he might have cut off. I think he's having problems. Remember, he's in Hawaii.
Okay, but he can
So the
come
connection,
back, right?
Yeah, he'll come back. He has the link.
We have to address somebody in the comment section, man. I don't know who this dude is, but he said, I'm gonna put his comment up. He said, "Yo, what's up with your boy E-Rock? This dude is threatening to kill video game lover. I don't know who this is. Some troll or
No. It's just a video E-Rock did. So he's trying to basically scare video game lover, because the video game lover keeps on he keeps on making videos calling them names and all that kind of stuff. But no, it's just E-Rock, doing his satire like he always does, trying to be funny or trying to, just poke fear. That's all. I mean, I don't think anybody that knows E-Rock for the way we do would ever even think that he's that type of person, because he's not. But video game number, he's just one of those people that he just doesn't know how to stay his lane. He keeps on crying for attention. Because the kid, I guess that's the only place he feels like he might have some value or worth is on YouTube, right? So the way he feels value and worth is by coming after people, trying to be funny, and obviously the people that follow him or his audience, they're like, they think it's funny because of the way he does it, but that's his audience, right? So, he just needs to just leave people alone. Like, if people don't bother him and people don't go making videos about him, how many videos he hasn't done about you, Segaman, or about me? A bunch, a ton.
Oh, but, you know what? I think these are a lot of his people that follow him or whatever. But I'm going to tell you guys what. E-Rock is not like that, so we don't really need that in here. You know what I'm saying? You guys are gonna have to go. No, I mean, I'm not gonna block you right now, but
no, he's just asking a question. I don't think he means any harm either. Yeah, I just think he's just asking a question.
I don't know, man. You guys have to. I mean, if you guys want to really know something like that, maybe you should be over there talking to him. I mean,
the reason why they come ask probably too is because E-Rock shut off all the comments. Remember, because he got tired of people trolling, so you can't really comment and ask him.
I don't know what to tell you.
But as far as what he does, he does things just to be funny. He does things just to get his point across. But he's not the type of person that he's gonna create harm or any hurt towards anybody. He's not the type of person. E-Rock's not a bad person, good person. It's like
Yeah, but the thing about it is, he knows that man's not dealing with a full stack.
Yeah. He's not. But again, is
It just
video game lover. But here's the thing: video game lover is the kind of person. He needs if he can go on a video, right, for an hour, right, and call people bitches, call people gay, call people all types of stuff, right, and he's supposed to have an ailment, right, a sickness, an ailment, right. If he can do that, then he can take criticism and repercussions, right, for what he does wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest problem. The biggest problem is that he'll do stuff like that, and then when people say something to him, you know, he wants to act like the victim or like he didn't do nothing wrong, and he keeps doing it. So if you're sick for one thing, then you shouldn't be sick. You should be sick to talk about people or making fun of people, because it works both ways. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't take him serious. I don't even pay attention to him no more. I stopped a long time ago, just like I told Sega, man, don't even bother, because it's a waste of our time. You know, and he's not all there either.
Gaming over here.
Yeah. Plus, he's not all.
And the next time when E-Rock have a problem with him, just report him.
Right.
Just
Exactly. Right. Plus, this is about this platform. It's about gaming. You know, it's about having fun.
Right.
You're not supposed to take things so serious or out of context or out of hand. And that goes either side. You know, our side from us or from their side. But they don't let it go. They keep on. They keep pushing.
Yeah.
You can only push people so much to the point where they just can't take it anymore. They'll break, because not everybody has patience. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody can just brush things off. See, a person like me, I take the negativity and laugh and just brush it up and make it and use it into my advantage. But that's the way it works for me, right? Not everybody's built that way. Not everybody mentally structured that way. So you have to respect everyone for the way that they feel or how they approach certain things. Is it the correct way? Maybe not. Absolutely. Probably not. But it's just everybody handles things differently. You see what I'm trying to say?
Right.
You know what I mean? But what I can say is that just because something, yeah, there he is. But what I can say is, just because someone may look a certain way with something they do, doesn't mean that that's what they are. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So even if E-Rock did a video, let's say, right, getting angry, cursing out people, or threatening people, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's what he really means. He's just trying to get a point across. Don't push buttons and don't bother people that you don't know, if you don't want nobody to bother you back or push buttons back. You get what I'm trying to say? And I think that's where what he's really trying to come from. And again, could it be the appropriate way or the appropriate approach? No, I'm not saying that. But maybe that's the only way he knows how to do things, the way he wants to do it. You see what I'm saying? We can only give him advice and talk to him as our brother and tell video game other things the best that we can, because you saw how when he came into the podcast, when we tried to talk to him, I tried to talk to him, and what he was doing, he was just mocking us or being like, you know, trying to cut us off and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't trying to talk games. He wasn't trying to get educated. He wasn't trying to learn. He wasn't trying to actually realize and understand what we're trying to, the message that we're trying to implore to him and to people. Because for him, it's a joke. Everything's just about trolling, you know, regardless. At the end of the day, whether he wants to admit it or not, he just likes to troll. He likes that. He likes the negative attention. He likes trolling because he knows that it makes him feel like he has some type of value for his audience. The people that follow him, that, oh, you're funny, make him feel like somebody important. And that's why he does it. So the way you kill people off like that is you don't give them the attention. My personal opinion, the way you kill people like that is you don't give them the attention and you let them talk to themselves. Because when you don't acknowledge them, you're letting them know that what they do means shit to you. You see what I'm saying? And then they won't be bothered, because then they're going to like, well, it doesn't bother him, so why the fuck am I going to keep doing it? But if you give them attention, then more than likely they'll keep doing it because they like that attention, the negativity, at the end of the day. So, yeah, but yeah, man, no. So that was my take on what I think is going on. With the whole Game Pass thing, where it started off being the welfare pass, and now it's the the pass where it's gonna save every console, and that should be everywhere else to make all the consoles be relevant. You know what I mean? So, and I don't even know what to tell you, but that's my take. I think it's hysterical. I think it's hilarious. But the truth of the matter is, like, Microsoft doesn't need Sony. They don't need their money. Microsoft has the money. They're the one making the money. It's Sony that needs the money. So maybe Sony should consider to put PSN Now on Xbox. You know what I mean?
And you know that ain't happening.
Oh, they should. Maybe they'll make some money because people actually buy their games.
Yeah.
He-Bot.
Sega Forever is back in here, so
Yeah,
let him take the show.
Yeah, let him take the show. We're going to actually drop. I'm sorry, guys, we have to do this, but we're gonna have to drop Pop Man because we're not trying to justify A-Rock for threatening Video Game Lover, man. So our show's not about that. So I'm gonna have to let you go, man. I don't want that in here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just drop them all the way, man.
I gotta let you go, man, because I don't want you in my podcast talking like that. Like me and He-Bot and everybody on this panel said, we don't really pay attention to him no more. We know you got a problem. He's gonna do what he does, and we're gonna do what we do. So I gotta let you go, man. So have a good day. You had to let him go, man. I can't have that in here, man. We're about games in here, and I want to hear my brother, Sega Forever, give his opinion about what happened with the Ed, joining Xbox Now and his opinions on it. So whenever you're ready, Sega Forever, man, let us know how do you Bethesda joining the Xbox family now, and they have their games in Game Pass and everything now, brother, and it's more games for Game Pass and everything. A lot of people excited about that. So what do you think about it, Sega Forever?
Again, you got me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you in here.
Okay. Yeah, I tried to switch to another to my 5D. I don't know. Hopefully that'll work better. Yeah, so that was a huge announcement. It was funny because the first time I heard about it, I've been busy with a lot of other stuff, and I guess people were posting the receipts of the transaction going through with Microsoft purchasing it. And I thought it was cool that Microsoft actually did. What's up, bro? I thought it was actually cool that Microsoft did. Or Bethesda, they got together.
He-Bot is silly.
It was real good.
Yeah,
and I see him on his camera. So I really did like the special. I watched the whole thing, and if you guys haven't watched it, I highly recommend that you guys do so. It was really, there's just a lot of information that they put out that was really good, and a lot of stuff that they confirmed. And as Phil Spencer, finally saying that it is all about the Game Pass. It is about the service, and it is about the customers, which is the most important thing. I think that's the most positive thing I see from that. I've seen a couple positive things. Number one, Microsoft is serious about Game Pass. They've been doing things ever since Game Pass launched to make sure that it's more than, it's more than just a service that's going to get you to play games and then force you to buy them, in a sense, right? It is definitely turning into like the Netflix of, and by doing these moves, man, it just reassures me as a consumer of Microsoft, not just as a fan. Like a person who got the Xbox S and the Series S and Series X on the first day.
Yeah.
It's just reassuring to me that they're taking it seriously, because we're all Microsoft guys in this podcast. And I know a lot of people listening are Microsoft guys. And we can be honest and tell and say and speak truth to say that sometimes when Microsoft does things, sometimes they don't follow through for whatever reason. Maybe it's on their end, maybe it's the fans don't respond, but the consumers doesn't respond well. I think they finally got rid of the feature for the TV, the scheduler that was on the Xbox One originally when it launched in 2013. Which I love, man. It's the reason why I bought an Xbox One. So I got to do this and to do it in such a big way. and then to actually confirm everything. I think that's the biggest positive uh, for us as consumers and gamers of Xbox products. And then the second thing I'm looking forward to is the synergy between Bethesda and Microsoft. You know, Bethesda Studios and Microsoft games, or ZeniMax in general. All the game studios
Yeah.
they just pick up, and that's something that I think even on high, Satya Nadella talks about when it
Oh
comes
yeah.
to Microsoft, the entirety of Microsoft, and something that Spencer um, always believed in and has been, you know, that's why he got put in charge of Microsoft. I mean, and yeah, I can't wait till they start working together. And it's simple things, man. I'm not just talking about, you know, it can be simple things like, you know, like a Doom skin in Halo or Halo skin in Doom. You know, you could do stuff like that, but I'm looking to them actually pushing the boundaries of some of the stuff that they've been doing. You know,
Yeah.
in the case of Bethesda, you know, they have a lot of open world games and stuff like that. But one thing that I see about their games is they don't have that cross pollination yet that some of the Microsoft have. Case in point, I know you're talking about Forza in your videos, and Forza Horizon, man, is a perfect example of that. And I agree with you, man. It is the best racing game, bar none.
Oh
Because
yes,
of,
it
you
is.
know,
It really is.
you know, and not technically, it is technically, but I'm talking about all, you know, it reminds me of what Sega did with like Crazy Taxi back in the day.
Yeah. hmm
You know, you just did you know, you had the arcade version of it, but then you also got to play those short mini games, stuff like that, the virtual tennis game, right? You just weren't playing tennis, you know, playing against a computer character or a player. They would have all these mini games and stuff like that. And I think that's the synergy that they can have that will help all their games forward. And since we live in that ecosystem for Xbox, I think it'll be a big benefit for us. So yeah, so I'm really looking forward to what they're going to do. That's my
Yeah,
take anyway.
that's awesome, man. Are you what about is there any of the certain kind of games you like Sega Forever that Bethesda has in there? Like, isn't your favorite games in there that you played or liked?
Yeah, Bethesda, mostly Skyrim and
Mm-hmm.
Fallout. So Fallout, I'm not I have a friend, one of my best friends, man, is a huge Fallout guy. So I know he has some concerns about this. I'll just be honest, like he has some concerns about this because he didn't like Fallout 76.
Oh,
Because
okay.
he doesn't like to really play online. So
Is that
he's the
that's
type
all
of
online?
guy, yeah, he's the type of guy that likes the way that the games are now, right? You know, Fallout 4. And
Mm-hmm.
then he had some issues with Fallout as well, but I mean, he's been playing Fallout ever since the first one. I mean, this dude's a huge Fallout fan.
Yeah.
But
Right.
he does have some concern about how much they're going to change or what the focus is. Like, of course, with 76, they were, you know, trying to do a more online kind of thing. And for him personally, he doesn't like that at all. And I'm pretty sure there's
Oh,
other
okay.
Bethesda fans that are probably looking at it in that terms. For me,
Yeah.
I think about, and this is kind of selfish, I know, but this is more from my
Go
Microsoft
ahead.
side, you know, because the two favorite IPs that I love from Microsoft is Halo, first and foremost, and then
Yeah.
the second one is Fable.
Yeah. I
So
can't wait.
seeing as I played Bethesda, yeah, I play Fallout and I play Skyrim, and I like the way they do things. So when I'm looking at it, I'm looking at it from, well, how can they take that and actually help with Fable, if at all,
Mm-hmm.
right? You know, you actually got somebody on board, a studio. You actually own studios now that are good at making these open world games. I mean, bar none.
Yeah.
Because you know, a company good. Like, I wouldn't consider myself an RPG. Right? Even back in the Sega days, man. I mean, I didn't really care for games like Final Fantasy. They were okay. But a lot of people were hyped about them more than me. But it wasn't until we played Phantasy Star Online and I played Shining Force series that I actually got into RPGs heavily. So from that perspective, right? So I just want to see what they're able to kind of bring to the table, and hopefully, like they were talking about it, in that special that they did, and how they can kind of play off of each other. How Phil Spencer's talking about they're going to let them, Bethesda, or let these companies be who they are, these developers be who they
Yeah.
are. And basically, if you remember when Marvel bought Disney, or Disney bought Marvel back in the day,
Yeah.
me being a Marvel fan, like from the comic books, though, more so from the comic books than their movies, and everybody was worried that Disney would Disneyfy Marvel, and what
Yeah,
they're doing,
I
at least for
remember
the
that.
first 3 phases, yeah, they would allow Disney allowed Marvel to be their own studio, and it worked out. So hopefully, I'm pretty sure that's what Microsoft did, with Bethesda. And look, Phil Spencer addressed the issues of multi-plat games and stuff like that, or that Microsoft is just going to take, not allow their games that are already going to come on other platforms to come out on them, right? And squash that, which is good. These guys don't follow Microsoft because this is the stuff Microsoft does. I kind of wish Microsoft, and look, I have to say this, but there's a part of me that wish Microsoft would squash them. And it's just to set these guys up that we got to deal with all the time. But that's not what they do, right? They'll honor the contracts, right? And then for me, moving forward, it's not just about they have that IP on Xbox, right? For me, I'm hoping what they'll do is they'll take that IP and they'll make it like in the old days, man. When you bought a console, right? When we had the Sega Genesis and we had the Super Nintendo and stuff like that, those games are specifically built as flagships for that console to sell the console, and they work specifically for the console. So I'm hoping, this is what I'm hoping, man. I'm not trying to, look, I don't get anybody's hopes up or push too far, but what I'm hoping for is that we get something like that out of it, right? You're just not going to Skyrim that can be ported on a PlayStation or on a Wii or whatever other console that's a Stadia or whatever. What you're going to get is a Skyrim that's specifically built for the Xbox ecosystem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like what we're doing now, right?
You there, brother?
Go there, that you get a Skyrim, like when they first did it, and you could do the voice recognition. When we had you could scream out the casting and stuff like that. You could scream out whatever the spells, and then everybody got killed because everybody's like it's gimmicky. But I'm talking about Skyrim within an Xbox ecosystem, so that when they put out and then we get it for our system. Even just say Phil Spencer wants to be nice and he put it on. Okay, well we can convert it for PlayStation. But you're not going to get the same experience that we have. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to raise by that level, not just one level up. I wanted to go up by 2 or 3 bars. I have like a truly different experience. Hopefully.
Well, we just might. We just might. Hopefully, man. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's really good news too, man. I'm glad that they did this. You know what I mean? And plus, they've always had a relationship. Bethesda and Xbox, they always had a relationship, even during the OG days of the old school Xbox. So, they've always had a good relationship. When it came to gaming and stuff like that. With Todd and everybody over there.
On that Bethesda, on that 1 hour thing that they did, they talk about that in detail. And look, we're Xbox guys. We knew this already because, look, every time you have an E3, they're the first company that you step in.
Yeah.
And then they talk about why Bethesda, and Todd Howard has talked about that for those out there that haven't followed this. He talks about why the things that Microsoft has done for Bethesda as a studio.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're absolutely right. They have great.
I'm here when you want to ask. Okay, just letting you guys know.
I mean, the only thing I don't get about the whole ordeal is just the fact that they know this was coming in 8 months, and they still heard about it, and they just so hurt that after all this time, they thought that something's going to happen. And I know they wanted something to happen so bad. They talked about a monopoly, which is not a monopoly, and all that stuff. I mean, I just don't get it. I mean, just be happy. I mean, I know y'all not gonna be happy, but we are.
Well, look, a monopoly is when a company has over 90-80% of the shares, and Microsoft has nowhere near that because Tencent alone, Tencent, right? The Chinese company, Tencent alone, has more developers that they bought, right, than Microsoft themselves. And there's another company that owns all these other companies, subsidiaries, that they have over 50. And when these companies do these moves, nobody calls them monopolies. And these guys are not even making consoles. They're not in video games. They just have money and they're buying stuff because they have the money and they want a piece of the pie, right? Because Tencent don't know shit about video games, but they have a lot of video game developers under their wing. They own them, right? And this is what makes me laugh, because the reason why Microsoft, right? And I didn't mean to cut you off, Tuck. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of
Don't
trying
worry.
to add on to what all you guys are saying. The reason why Microsoft had to make these moves is because they had no developers. They only had like 7 or 8. Okay? Because as we all know, when the generation started, their contract ended with Twisted Pixel, their contract ended with Press Play, and they lost 2 right there, right? Right in the very beginning of 2013, when the generation started, which, Press Play did Max Curse of the Brotherhood, and we all know that Twisted Pixel did Comic Jumper, they did Local Cycle, right? Fantastic little indie games that people didn't even bother to look because they weren't AAA looking games, right?
Right.
But they're a fantastic developer. They make great games that are very unique, like The Mall, Mr. and Mrs. Explosion Man, Gunslinger for the Kinect. They made amazing games, right? That were really a lot of fun and were the true essence of what a video game should be. Then, they had no choice. They had to reconstruct. They had to buy, because once they established what they started with Game Pass, their motto is that they need to have enough content to keep adding on to that service, or even to make more AAA games. So, or games in general, whether they're AA, single A, doesn't really matter the budget. But obviously, their idea and their intentions are to make AAA quality games more often than none. Because last generation, that's what the whole narrative was. Oh, they don't have enough AAA budget games, which it shouldn't be about the budget, because it should be about the quality of the game. Because a lot of times, a game could be AAA, but if it's boring, if it's not fun, it's not good, it doesn't matter the budget, right? And that's what a lot of these younger kids and players don't understand.
You there, Hebot?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Man, go ahead.
Hello?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear him, Sega Forever?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. I just want to make sure you can hear me. That's all. So they don't understand. A lot of these younger, new age generational gamers don't get that it's not about story. It's not about graphics. It's not about, mocap. It's not about the actors in the game. No. All that is what comes as a bonus after the fun factor, the gameplay mechanics, and the variations in gameplay, right? The variety in gameplay. To keep it fresh, to keep it fun, where the gamers stay interested and want to keep playing, right? And that messaging and fine line of gaming has gotten lost since the PS3 generation with a lot of the newer gamers, right? So Microsoft wants to establish, so in order for them to maintain it, they have to have more developers to make more projects, to keep adding every 3 months, every 4 months, every 6 months, every 8 months, whatever it is, just to add more content. So they had to buy more studios. They didn't buy studios because they're trying to bully themselves and trying to bully everybody else out. What they're doing is they're using their money power to buy studios that are substantial, that are big, so that they have quality studios. You understand? That's what they are doing. And they're buying smaller, new, up-and-coming ones that have a lot of potential and that have a lot of talent, because they want to make a mark. They want to make a statement. They want to be taken serious. They want people to see that they are serious about the Xbox division, because now they see in the Microsoft brand, right, that the Xbox division is very profitable, the most profitable in all of Microsoft as of right now, which before they were looked at as a burden, right? And they were the ones they wanted to get rid of. Like, what are you guys doing here? We don't want you here, right? Now it's the other way around. The shoe is turned, right? So they have to make sure that now they keep, nurturing it and feeding it and making sure they take care of it, because if they don't, then they're gonna lose that ground that they already gained. They'll lose those 18 million subscribers. That's how come Netflix and Disney Plus. That's why they keep adding content. Hulu, because that's how you keep the subscribers subscribed. Okay, but it's funny because Bethesda has always been very synonymous with Xbox, so it makes almost perfect sense that they would choose to partner with Microsoft, because they come from the same the same place when they first started. They started as PC developers, just like Microsoft. So they make they make a perfect connection. It's almost like when Insomniac was purchased by Sony, nobody was surprised by it because it made sense, because Sony was very synonymous with them, because since they started in their independent career, they started on PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
Way back when they were doing games like Ratchet and Clank, right? When they were doing the other games like Jax and Daxter, right? So, what you call it? The spy game. I forget the name, with the little fox or raccoon that he's a spy. Sly Spy, right?
Sly Cooper.
Sly Cooper.
That's it. Yep.
Thank you, Sega.
That's a great game.
Yes. So nobody in the side of Xbox, like the fans, we weren't surprised, because we knew they were synonymous with them, right? We knew that it made sense for them, because if that was the case, then Insomniac would have been part of the Microsoft family when they released Sunset, because the whole reason they released Sunset was because Sony didn't want that game and they didn't want to fund it. They only wanted photorealistic games. They didn't want games like that, and they wanted to own all of their IPs, and they wanted to start owning their own IPs. That's what Ted Price said himself, right? And Microsoft said, okay, you can continue to own the IP, but we'll fund it, we'll publish it, and you bring it out as exclusive. But you keep it exclusive to our console. And the reason why you haven't seen it on PlayStation is because Microsoft has the publishing rights. So they can't bring it there without those publishing rights, because that's against the law. There's legal reasonings for that. The same way they gave back the publishing rights of Alan Wake to Remedy. But if Microsoft was to buy Remedy, let's say tomorrow, nobody should be surprised, because Remedy is synonymous with Xbox. They're not synonymous with PlayStation. Even though when they did Control, everybody started to glorify them, saying that they were fantastic on the PlayStation side, because they finally did a game that was on PlayStation, right? And the reality is, Control is their weakest game next to Alan Wake and Quantum Break. You see?
Isn't that on Game Pass?
So, huh?
Is Control on Game Pass now?
Yes, it is on Game Pass now.
Yep,
but it's not the enhanced version. It's just the regular version. Because they want you to go buy, the company that owns Remedy wants you to go buy the game, even though they admitted they didn't do well, all over again for the enhanced edition, instead of giving it for free.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they don't give you the enhanced. They want you to buy it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because it didn't do well. But we knew it didn't do well. We knew that, because the minute they turned it back to try to follow the it crowd with Sony last generation, the Xbox players are very loyal, and they're very vocal, and they speak with their actions and wallets. Dead Rising 3 sold almost 4 million units, even when the Xbox One still didn't have a lot of console sales out there in the beginning of the generation. Once they came out with the bullcrap saying that Dead Rising 4 was going to be exclusive, and then they say, oh no, it's going to be time, then go into PlayStation, what happened? It came out, it didn't sell well on Xbox, and it didn't sell well on PlayStation, because the Xbox community... Go ahead, take it from.
You know what? Yeah, you know why? Because and I think Phil and I think Microsoft and Xbox realize this because of where they sit as a business, how they view things from where they are, from their perspective. We're getting to a point where you just can't afford every console more, right? Because these consoles aren't just about the games; it's about the services as well. So you're having a lot of the people, and I'm talking about guys like us. We're adults as well, right? So when they're looking at it from perspective up on high, I think they understand that, and so they're just waiting for everybody else to come on board. Because, like you're saying, right, for a lot of these, if I'm a developer or even if a publisher, right? It wouldn't behoove me to put a game on just one system, unless, like I was saying earlier, what I'm hoping for some of the original stuff is that it's made specifically for that system, right?
Yeah.
But the majority of the games are not. You know, they can be on any platform, and so when a developer and stuff sees that, you know, it's like, to me, they're just part of the problem and they're drinking the Kool-Aid. They can do what they want to do. I'm not sitting here trying to tell anybody, look, kudos to you, man. You're doing something I'm doing. I'm not out there putting myself out there making games. But unless there's something specific, like maybe you have a relationship with them, like in the case of Japan, like a lot of times when I look at Japan and developers, right, they tend to be internal, right, and they make it for their own market. Okay, that's fine. But other than that, if you're in that kind of situation, I don't see why you would do that. You know, and I think that's what Microsoft sees, and I think that's why they, you know, like how you were saying that Microsoft is putting money into everything, but they're just not doing it blindly, right? The Game Pass thing is a big thing for them. Dude, you know, do you guys know who David Jaffe is?
David who?
David, oh, is it Jaffe? David Jaffe? David Jaffe.
You mean the creator of God of War? The original creator?
You know, Twisted Black?
Mm-hmm. The one who did God of War and Twisted Metal Black, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's a PlayStation guy, right? So he
always have been.
The YouTube channel. Yeah, he has a YouTube channel, and even
yes.
he is praising Game Pass, which I found cool. I actually watched a couple of his videos.
Right.
So Microsoft is putting in the money, but they're doing it smartly. They're saying they have a different perspective of our business than the other company, than even Nintendo, Sony. And you know, look, we're from back in the day, guys. We know how Sony used to be king of everything, but you know that's not the case anymore. They're just not the same company. So for me, watching what Microsoft is doing and putting everything into Game Pass, they're like covering all their bases. So that they continue to do it. Look, you know, we had Sega Man. I'm Sega forever. He's a Sega fan, and I know Tuck plays Sega right back in the day. The thing is that we know that bitter feeling of Sega would, you know, they folded, right? They didn't have the money anymore. So for me personally, I like seeing that what the way Microsoft is doing it. I'm sorry, Hibata, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but just that perspective I wanted to give.
Yeah, but you made a lot of good points there. Sega Forever. A lot of great points, man.
I just want to see Microsoft, like, you know, like when we were deep in, you know, we were in the trenches, man. A couple, you know, like it was from 2013 to 20, and then in 2016 we realized all these guys are full of crap, you know, on social media. We were like, you know, I don't think these guys play games, so we just kind of did our own thing. But it was interesting that Phil looked at everything, and then he started behind the scenes. Look, Phil was getting some serious flack. I mean, I'm not just talking from, you know, Crap Gamer or you know, or BGST and all that. I mean, even as me, Rock, right? You know, I was sitting here saying, you know, look, dude, it's cool that you want to take the high road, but you know, we're the ones taking the bullets. But the one kind of cool thing is when he Phil now, like, if you can tell he was listening, but he had to do it. They had to do it their own way.
Oh yeah.
And we're benefiting from that now. So I do acknowledge that I was wrong, right? Yeah, look, I was hard on Phil, but you know, I just didn't like, you know, when we're down here dealing with these guys, you know, and you know, you guys talked about. Sorry, I don't want to bring it back up, but you know, with a guy like Video Game Lover or
oh yeah,
any one of these dudes that you know, these guys are psychotic, right? And then we have to deal with that. But now, you know, Phil, I appreciate him, man, because he's winking us. Phil does everything with a wink smile and kind of like, look, we see what was happening, we see you guys, and the best thing I saw when they did that E3, and then I forgot that girl's name. I think she's the head of marketing or something. I know she's working like she's like way up there now. She's like
I forgot her name. I know who you're talking about. Sega Forever.
You know, I'm talking.
I forgot her name. Yeah.
Yeah. So she I think she was one that says "We hear you," right? You know, they did those little snippets when they were doing when it was Project Scorpio, and she said "We hear you." So it's like all those little things they're doing, and this is the fruits of their work that we get to all experience, you know. Which I find ironic because now you're getting all these. You know how I know things are changing, And again, not to bring this guy up, but this is the reason why, if you guys are listening, who are watching, man, look, this is the reason why you guys don't have to let these dudes mess with you anymore, or bother whatever they say bother you, because they're done. It's over.
Oh yeah, it's way over.
Phil's been doing this since 2015, and all that work they've been doing, Phil, Microsoft, all of them, it's starting to release now. That's why you're getting all this, this news cycle just keeps on all positive on Microsoft. So, and the reason this is bad is, number one, the guys don't talk as much. You just still got the bitter clingers, right, that are still there. But what I've noticed, man, is that guys that do just regular game channels are starting to talk more about Xbox.
Well, this what I have always have said. Sony is getting their own medicine took back to them for everything that they did to Sega back in the past. When they took all the exclusives away from them and bought all the doggone exclusives and all that stuff, and then Sega folded and all that stuff. So all this stuff is coming back behind them in the butt. I mean, they don't have they televisions ain't worth a darn. They try to do Walkmans. I don't know why they try to do a damn Walkman. Who does Walkmans nowadays? They phone division.
Ridiculous.
I'm like, phone division? Why the hell you even try to even make phones? Samsung and Apple got that locked up. So Apple, Microsoft found that out. They found that out. So once they found out, they dropped their phone division. Now they with Android now. So, man, this thing with Sony, they can take a hike as far as I'm concerned, and these ponies can too. So that's all I got to say about that.
I think I'm actually gonna say this. I actually feel sorry for the Sony guys, to be honest with you, because it's like they don't see it coming. It's hard. Like they're kind of in denial about it. But no, it's changing. It's changing, and it's changing real fast. And like you were saying, Tuck, man, you made it exactly right. You hit the nail right on the head. Because they're so focused on what we have or what we don't have that they never pay attention to what's going on their side. And that's why they're waking up, and that's why they're pissed, man. It's like, oh, why are they getting Bethesda? Why can't we Game Pass and stuff like that, dude? Instead of worrying about what Microsoft is doing or not doing, you should be worrying about what Sony is doing and not doing.
Right.
Because Sega Forever,
it's just. And if that's, go ahead, bro.
Sega Forever, it's like what they told them a long doggone time ago. When Samsung, when they first started the television division, LG, they first started the television division, they told them, dude, they're coming. Get your stuff ready, because eventually they're going to do the same thing that you're doing, but they're going to be at a lower price. And they never did do it. They never did take heed to their TVs. They think their TVs were so high and mighty that they couldn't go down. And you see what's going on now. I mean, they're not even, I don't even think they're in the top 5 in TVs no more, are they?
No,
and if they are, they barely.
Nope. Well, it's
they're not.
Pride, too. It was that pride, Tuck. Because I know.
Yeah.
This is what gets me about when I argue with PlayStation guys, dude. I was Sony dude. Not so much on the gaming, though I had a PlayStation. I was all about their electronics, man. If it wasn't Sony, it was nothing. That's how my Walkman, my radio, dude. I even had one of their rice cookers. I mean, that's how sick I was with their stuff. But the reason why I was like that is because they did have that brand quality. This is back when they still made stuff in Japan. But a lot of these, but what happened is they got complained because they were king for so long, dude. Music, movies, they had 13 studios at one time. They owned a bunch of, they were the kings. But then sometimes you sit on that pedestal too long.
Right, Sega Forever?
You kind of lose track. Yeah.
Because how many studios they down to now?
Dude, I think maybe they have 3 or 4 even.
I
lost track.
About 3 or 4, Tuck.
Wow.
Ain't that many.
That's
you guys remember
bad.
You guys remember
that's
cassettes,
bad.
right? But you remember Columbia Music? You could if you buy them, you could buy 12 cassettes, and then if you bought a full price one, and then they give you 15. That's all.
Oh yeah.
All that.
Man.
I remember that. They don't do that no more. I remember.
Yeah, because everything's digital now, and Sony was they didn't get on board with that until it was too late. Well, the music industry in general, they just fell flat on that stuff.
Yeah. Well,
But I mean, they're just not that same company.
no, they're not. They're really not.
And
They're
they've been
stuck in
that
their
way for a
old-fashioned ways.
long time.
Yeah, but then you deal with these guys all the time. Look, it's becoming less and less, right? You can see that. But you know, at some point they gotta acknowledge the errors on their side because it doesn't matter. Look, dude, we're on the Microsoft side and we complain, and Microsoft just carried on. They're like, okay, they're nice, you know. They look at you and they're like, okay, well maybe we'll bring back the achievements, right? Microsoft has a game
Because
plan. They're going with it, you know.
because you think about it. I remember the first year we moved in this house, my son was like, I mean, I think like 20 years ago. And Sony, I mean, it was like maybe not even that long. Sony had their computers and all that. Their laptops was like $600 some odd dollars. But you can find Hewlett Packard that's for almost the same damn thing, and a Hewlett Packard for almost like $200 less. I'm like, I'm like, come on, y'all. I mean,
Yeah.
eventually they gonna catch up with you. Now you still Hewlett Packard, they still in the game. I mean, they're still in the game because they know how to improvise, know how to make it
Right.
work, know how to, make the prices right so they won't be going out of business and all that stuff. I mean, you look at Sony. Sony don't even have their computer division no more. They don't have nothing no more. They lost their computer division. They lost almost everything when they went through that. When they went through that depression stage, and the only thing that's keeping them alive right now is the Sony PlayStation, and Jim Ryan is trying everything in his power to keep them afloat. But eventually, it's not going to hit right with them. It's not. I mean, this Game Pass might be the one that does it to them.
No,
Yeah, and
I'm not gonna argue.
and you know what, guys? On that note, we're gonna do one more. I want to get you guys' opinion on something. There was a guy. Then we're gonna close it out around 6 because my man Sega Forever, he's in a different time zone, and I gotta, shut the podcast down around 6 because I got something to do. But I want to get you guys' opinion on this real quick. There was a guy. I guess he did a video or tweeted something on Twitter. And he said something about if PlayStation had Game Pass, it would be the best system out there, and it wouldn't be able to be, any competition. You know what I mean? So, what do you guys think about that? I don't know if he was. This is my opinion. I think these guys are just so hurt or in denial about things that they're so mad that they're going out making these crazy tweets, crazy videos saying that if Game Pass was on Sony, it'd be better. They would be the most, respectable and like console and everything like that. So what do you guys think about that? You know what I mean?
I mean, don't they have like a Game Pass? Don't they have like their store or something?
No,
Don't they?
what they're trying to do. Jim Ryan said that they're going to have their own version of a Game Pass, and you remember this, Tuck. I mean, he even said it back, and you remember Sega Forever. Who plays old games? Who does this or that?
Oh,
But
yeah,
now
yeah.
that Jim Ryan sees that Game Pass is like really destroying everything right now, which it really is. Now they're on the works of making their own type of Game Pass, again copying Microsoft like they always do. So I mean, it was right after the Bethesda thing. This guy made this tweet, when all the games that he found out were gone in there and exclusives. Like, I guess he's just trying to get like clicks or whatever. But that's why I made the video. Get your own Game Pass, because you remember they would,
Yeah, that's a good video.
you remember Sega Forever. They would say, oh, it's for people that's on welfare. Nobody wants to play those old games. Stuff like that. Now that turn, they're trying to, damage control this, man, because they really thought that Game Pass was going to fail, in my opinion. But it's like the best thing right now in gaming. So what do you think about that?
Well, I mean, I don't. I guess the question that he should have asked himself. I'm assuming this guy's a Sony guy.
I'm pretty sure,
I think
yeah.
He should ask himself is, can they do it? And by they, I mean Sony. Right?
Yeah.
Are they able to do that? Because in order for Game Pass to work, you have to have like a good infrastructure.
Right.
In order for Game Pass to work, you have to have relationships with a lot of these developers. Like, look, when I look at Sony, if they could do a Game Pass and then pull back all the games that they have from PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2 era, that's some classic stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
But since on the Microsoft side, we've heard Phil Spencer talk about this. We've heard all the engineers talk about it. Major Nelson on his podcast. Right? This isn't just like, you just don't wake up one day and abracadabra, you got Game Pass, right? There's a lot of work that goes on in the background to make this kind of stuff happen. Look, we'll just throw out this word, licensing, right?
Right.
And a lot of it's to do with the music, not even with the actual game itself, which I find ironic. The thing that I ask him first and foremost is, can they even do it?
Yeah.
Or better yet, ask him, why don't they have it? And if he's honest about it and he starts asking himself these questions, then maybe he can answer his own question. Because, that's not on Microsoft for him to have Game Pass on his PlayStation. It's for Sony to come up with something that's equivalent, or work out something with Microsoft, which will see that happen. And I wouldn't be on Microsoft end. That would be on the Sony end. You guys are supposed to be Sony fans, but obviously they don't know how their company works. Again, a lot of us have dealt with Sony our whole entire lives. We grew up in a Sony generation, right, of how they do things. Look, Sony's the first one, right? Proprietary. I'll give you two words: proprietary and vaporware. Those were created Sony back in the day.
Yeah.
So I understand. We understand what their business mind is like. It just boggles my mind that their fans don't understand who they are and how they do business. I mean,
well, the fans, most of them that are from now, started in like the PS3 era. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's why. But the ones that were back then, that a lot of them that started, they were just casuals. They played games because it was popular to have a PlayStation. But they didn't get rooted and started, like we did. That we've been doing this since the 70s, since the 80s. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
We speak game language. You see what I'm saying? There's a language in gaming. We speak it, right? But most of these games, they say, oh, yeah, I've been in games for long. I had a Nintendo. So, and everybody else had a Nintendo. My grandmother, my aunt, because it was popular. They just bought it because it was popular. They didn't know where it rooted from. They didn't know where Atari was there first. They didn't know that Odyssey was there first in television, and all these other little smaller consoles that existed from way before, like Pong, and those units that had like certain games built in, you connected to. They don't know none of that stuff. That's game talk, game history, game lingo. And that's the difference. And that's why they don't get it. They don't get that this is a business, first and foremost. Sony has to stay relevant. And they already made it quite obvious that they're not doing well. That's why they made the deal with MLB, where their developer can make the game so they can get a nice profit from it. But they had to put it on every other console, right? Same way like they closed Sony Japan Studio. Huh?
Yeah, and it makes sense.
Right, it makes sense, right? Because they don't own the MLB. Just like the next step is going to be, because they already talked about it several times, if the new Marvel movies that they're making, like Morbius, the next Spider-Man movie that they're doing, their own version, they don't do well. Their contractual contract that they have with the movie rights is going to revert. And when it reverts, it's going to go right back to the owners, which is Marvel, and then it's a different ball field. Now they can't have that, that game exclusivity tied down no more. Because the only reason they have that is because Marvel's playing ball with them because they have the movie rights. And the only way they can have the game, Spider-Man in the MCU is by giving them a bone, right? Giving them something so that they can agree upon because all the movie rights and profits go to Sony, while all the merchandising stuff goes to Marvel, right? And that includes video games. So they're playing ball, but it's because of what they have to gain from each other. So, if the movie division doesn't do well, and the next Morbius movie and Venom movie and Spider-Man movie don't do well, they're going to lose that as well. So then what's going to be their edge? You see what I'm saying? They got to go with the time. That's why they're putting the game on PC, because they saw it works. They saw that in the audience, and before they put it anywhere else, they're going to put it on PC. They'll put it on PC before they put it on Xbox. You know what I mean? They're not going to just go, oh yeah, put it on Xbox. They're not going to do that. But what gets me the most mind-boggled is that these dudes that call themselves Sony fans, they act like they'd rather the company die, right, than keep existing as a software company, right? Because of their stupid ideologies and pride of console wars, like, oh, our console's better than yours. Don't be surprised because the problem, Sony just has to make games, become a software owner with their division, with their developers, which would make perfect sense. And that's what Sega had to do, and it was a hard pill for us to swallow because Sega looked unstoppable. But the difference between Sega and Sony was that Sega actually earned its rights. It was respecting the industry. They didn't bully themselves way into the industry the way that Sony did, right? They didn't bully themselves by buying people off or buying their way in and trying to pay everybody off because they had money. No. Sega earned their right in the space of video games. That's the biggest difference. That's why it was a hard pill to swallow. But Sega was so big that nobody could touch them at one point. And that's what people think about Sony, even though they didn't earn that right. They kind of bullied themselves in. Not they did. They bullied themselves in. So, being the biggest difference. So now they don't know how to handle those ideas. And, it's sad that they are like that, because at the end of the day, if you want your company to prosper, you should be behind them and support their decisions, because you want them to stay relevant and keep and stay around for a lot longer, right? Which makes perfect sense, but I think that's how they give themselves away. Like, you're not really a fan if you're thinking like that. It's like Nintendo. They say, oh, we would never put our IP anywhere. We have to close down and leave, because Nintendo admitted that if the Switch did bad, they were going to get out of the gaming business, console business. They said it. And they said straight up, oh, we'll never put Mario anywhere else. We'll let it die with the company. Like, that's it. Retarded thinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I tell you right now, there's only one thing I got to say about that Sega Man, and I know you on time limit right now.
Yeah, we're gonna get ready and close it out, brother. Go ahead.
The only thing I gotta say is this: Sony, remember this. Y'all got over 100 million consoles out there. So why couldn't Sony take advantage of that 100 million consoles that you got out there and do a Game Pass? Y'all talk this narrative all this generation about 100 million consoles. Okay, where had that 100 million consoles done?
Well, they have a patent. They have PSN now. All they really had to do was put their exclusive day and date. That's all they had to do.
But I'm just saying they're not going to do it because
they haven't done it.
They can't.
They haven't done it. I think they feel that they can't afford to, and that the only way they can make money is by selling them, by selling copies individually. I think that's what they really believe. That's more profitable, but I think now they're seeing that that's not true, especially with the success that Microsoft's having.
That's what I'm saying.
They're gonna have to adapt, Chuck. They're gonna have to do something.
Well, if they don't, as far as I'm concerned, they can do it or they don't have to do it. It don't make me no doggone bit of difference.
Obviously,
I'm with the best. I'm with the best.
All right, man. Let's close it out, brothers. Yeah, I want to thank my brother Sega Forever for coming on, man. I really appreciate him being on Game Talk with Sega, man, with me, Hebot, and Tuckmaster, man. And, I'm really grateful and humble you came on and chopped up some game with us, brother. And we hope you can, sometime again, make it back and come and join us again, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, bro. I really appreciate it.
Hey, Sega man, I want to make one. I want to make one more point.
Okay, go ahead, Tuck.
Not that I got the best. We got the best. We got the best system in the world.
We are family.
Everybody just
Sister
come
Sledge.
over and get over here.
All our brothers, sisters, and me.
And better yet, your Sony ponies, y'all keep your butts right where y'all at.
Wait, so
We don't need you over
start,
here.
you cannot start Tuck up. Once you start them up, he keeps going. He don't stop. It's over. It's over. You can't stop him. It's like a freight train.
Well, my brother Sega Man got to do other things, so
hey,
so you know that's cool.
And that's all I got to say about that.
That's right.
Hey.
That's right. That's
all right,
right.
Tuck man. Tell the people.
For the ponies.
Okay, ponies. Okay, ponies. Y'all done brought my ass out of retirement. Okay, I done done 2 videos the last 2 damn days. The first one didn't do all that damn good, but this one I did this morning did real good. Y'all brought me out of retirement. I'm letting y'all know that right now. But when you can reach me at, you can reach me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm starting all of this stuff up. I'm about to build my channel. We're about to build this thing all the way up. And you can always reach me on with these group of guys that I'm always ganging with the Itchamini brothers and all that stuff. So other than that, that's really basically about it, y'all.
You see? The man is on fire.
And Sega Forever, thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Honestly, it was really fun.
All right, and my brother Sega Forever, man, tell them where they can find you, man, and tell them about your channel.
Well, I still have my all-in channel. I'm in the middle of revamping it a little bit. Videos up. I actually got a new PC, which is actually pretty good. But there's some stuff that I got to do to kind of get it up and running. But yeah, I'll extend this invitation to you guys. I'm going to bring up my podcast, and it's my channel is just so that I could basically, it's almost like a my own kind of personal thoughts and stuff like that. But I did want to start a podcast again, and I'd love for you guys to be on there. And basically, the podcast is going to include everything popular culture, especially when it comes to all the shows and movies and stuff like that. Like they just wrapped up WandaVision on Disney Plus. So I would talk about stuff like that. In fact, me and Hubert had talked a bit offline. But just give me some time to get some stuff up. Like I pre-ordered the Microsoft headphones. I'll do a video on that. Thanks to Hubert being a bad influence on me. I'm gonna be doing figures again.
See, I'm still getting the blame. You see?
Dude, I love you, and I hate you at the same time. I don't even look like I try. And then Sega Man, I don't even like looking like in his last video. He has that whole collection of stuff. I used to have that.
Jesus, he makes you want to go buy all that retro shit. I know.
Dude, it's hard to watch your guys' videos, to be honest with you. So, you get that itch, man. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. But I live in Hawaii, man, and rent is ridiculous, gas is ridiculous,
I bet.
Food is ridiculous. So, I gotta survive. Unless I move to Texas or Las Vegas, one of those 2 places. I'm sure I will have my collection back.
All right, he bumped
Thanks for having me on.
No problem, man. We hope you come back. Our brother, the most powerful gamer, he Banta Kiss. Let everybody know where they can find you, man, and tell them about your channel and what you do, brother.
Well, you guys can find me here on Saturdays, obviously, with my brother, with Game Talk with Sega Man. And, I apologize because I was supposed to get the link out to my brother Sega Forever a lot sooner. But again, I was handling something that I got caught up really quick. out of nowhere, unexpectedly, and I was late myself. So I apologize to you, Sega Man, for that. But you guys can find me also on my YouTube channel, obviously, under eBot, which I just put up like 3 videos back to back. I did a gameplay through retro game night, and I did 2, figure related. One was for Witcher 3, which is video game related, and one for Transformers. If you like pop culture, if you like action figure collecting, or any type of collecting that has to do in the pop culture realm. Obviously, you can find me on the Exile Podcast Sunday nights with the Xbox Got No Games with my brother 100 when he throws the shot, throws the invitation on Sunday night, on Saturday nights also. And you can also find me on We Got Next, which I should be doing one this week, getting everything together. Some people I'm trying to get on as well that have been long overdue. I should be doing something tomorrow, hopefully that I haven't done in a while, and people are going to be happy probably to see it come back. And so stay tuned to that. I'm going to do more than likely an X Body and Let's Talk Pod Chat with another guest, which I did here with Sega Man and Sega Forever, actually. I don't think I ever got to do that brother Tuck, but I was supposed to. And then on Xbox Live, you can find me on the eBot 8 on Xbox and Switch, and on the PlayStation is Alpha and Sky, and then on social media, on Twitter, you can find me on the Hebot Power Gamer, and on Instagram, on the C_respect. I know it's a mouthful, sorry, but yeah, that's where you can find me.
All right, man. I want to just thank everybody for coming. Thank all the chat. Lewis L, Unlimited One Productions, was in here. You know what I'm saying? We had the Graphic God in here. We had Mr. Kima. You know what I mean? Peltrax was in here. I just want to thank you all for coming and joining us again for another podcast with Game Talk with Sega Man. You guys, be safe out there, guys. Xbox for life. We don't die. We multiply. And be careful out there, guys. Wear your mask, all right? Peace. Have a good